S2G ESPORTS versus bloodthirstykings M6 Swiss stage round 2.
Oh. You can see the hype. You can see.
It's a well-rounded lineup for S2G, but it is the Guinevere of Shark in the roam.
Interesting. This is really interesting because Hylos would have been the perfect pick, but it already got banned out by S2G because of their foresight. With this Guinevere, now you have 3 triggers for the real-world manipulation to pop off.
I feel like we're gonna be seeing a lot of brawls, a lot of fights here for this very first one. So,
Daddy, I feel great. I'm excited to be here. The venue's awesome, and of course, our first match is gonna be so hyped up
this time around because I know mine were in shambles, but to kick off day number 2, I can't wait to see what unfolds for us. Jumping into the land of Dawn shortly to see how the day gets started. It's S2G and BTK to break things down and get things started. I'm wondering, you know, this is now the second time Mobazain has brought out an old pick of his that actually worked out really well yesterday.
Mobafred.
It's the Fredrin again.
And actually, this boils back to Leo's point a while ago, wherein he said that it's all about mastery instead of the meta. If this is Mobazain's mastery, why not? And work up against a Joy, and this time it's up against Suyo. So let's see if BTK alongside Mobazain.
With S2G, I know right away when you look at even the Emblem sets being put into place, this lineup from S2G wants to move around fast. They want to be able to rotate quickly. They want to be able to even utilize the Matilda pick. You know, this is... Oh, and it looks like they're going to make a move here.
Okay. Boon flicker up, but Shark goes in with a spatial migration. BTK won't commit to the fight alongside S2G. And looking at the Emblem, Zia actually has the Master Assassin, so he's confident going up against Sigiboom down to the laning phase. But the thing that bothers me, or the thing that concerns me rather, is the Guinevere roam. We've seen it. Renege used it up when Aurora played yesterday. The problem is the range of the spatial migration. Even if you paired it up with the flicker, it's going to be hard, especially up against a Matilda. So it's really easy to predict by S2G when spatial migration is going to be casted. But look at this, bloodthirstykings going on right now. Fight Chicken with the Infernal Pursuit as S2G works on the turtle.
All right, they're going to start it up. I think they're going to break on a fight.
Oh, beautiful Earthshatter combination! And Kazooie gets the first turtle, but Shark wants to answer right back with a kill onto Lunar. Pagu is safe. And that's a trade BTK is willing to take, transitioning right away to getting that orange buff.
Yeah, actually, they're going to take quite a bit from that. So they, you know, the objective going in the hands of S2G, not too bad, but BTK, they won't let it just be, you know, resulting into that. They get a kill on Lunar. They end up taking a buff from that, and they'll go ahead and get back into the rotation into Swiss stage format, you know? This best of 1.
Whoa! Shark managed to find a pickoff, but so managed to escape here. No kills whatsoever for both of these teams. And this is what we were saying, as a real-world manipulation will be casted by Big In. Here comes Pagu. So still, no casualties. 4 minutes in, only 1 kill the whole game.
From Sigiboom.
Okay, so that's the reason why you pick a Tenacity instead of a Master Assassin. Because if you have a Master Assassin and you're going one-on-one laning phase and you lose that fight, it's going to be hard for you to come back. Shark manages to find one again with spatial migration, but Begin, quite sneaky, manages to escape as Kazooie will get the second turtle.
All right, second turtle, Kazooie able to secure that one. And like I said, it looks like, you know, BTK, sometimes it looks like they want to fight, but then they don't just have enough damage just yet. And going back to the point, what I was saying with best of ones, you know, this is where it gets a little spicy. Because if you get kind of knocked down in your lane, especially the gold lane, which we know has been so vital for a lot of team success throughout this new kind of, well, it's not new anymore, but this meta that has formed itself.
Them to bring down Shark and try to bring him down. But Shark, quite sneaky, will be able to escape. But look at the pressure S2G is putting on BTK. They're actually going to take down a first-tier turret up top.
Almost there.
Forcing a reaction coming in from BTK. So almost there for S2G.
They didn't get the turret. They're nearly there, though. And you're seeing how much pressure can be put up from S2G just based off the fact that, you know, again, even if Biggin has the real-world manipulation himself, it kind of gives them that threat in terms of space. But then they have the mobility factor, too, because they have a Matilda. About 1,500 gold. It's going to be started up, though, by Zia. Rest of the team's going to make their way, Mobazain as well. And this is where we expect, you know, the Fredrin pick to shine. But look at the angles that are going to be set up here from S2G. Half health, Mobazain doesn't want to fully commit just yet. They might rely on Shark to jump in with that spatial migration.
Okay, goes in with the Earthshatter onward combination plus the flicker. Here comes Shark with a beautiful spatial migration onto the backline. Bracer drop coming in from Mobazain, but Lunar will get the turtle plus a kill onto Shark, forcing BTK to retreat.
The knockup And right now, Sigiboom really trying to work on this turret. I don't think it's going to get capped out just yet as Mobazain will clear it out, but the bottom goes down. So this is that shift in momentum where now you got all the turtles, you're starting to get these turrets down, and BTK will be kind of scrapping to find what they can.
So at this point, BTK, they're just going to have to bite the bullet for the meantime and wait for Zia's power spike to shine through later on towards the late game.
You know, that's the thing when we look at this lineup again, is like, when is that power spike going to happen? You know, when is this going to be, when are they going to come online for BTK? And for Zia specifically, you know, he still needs quite a bit of time to build up, because not only is he gapped a little bit in levels, but he's got to catch up on gold. This tier 2 is actually close to going down. At least Zia was able to push down on the bottom side, but ultimately this is leading to a place where S2G is going to have a good advantage when it comes to the Lord take. Now all it could take is Shark to get a proper setup.
Oh, like that one on to begin, but he's not going to fully commit it because S2G is ready to respawn. Okay, BTK, Zia just picked up his Malefic gun, so in terms of counterattacking, he's actually quite able to do that, plus the proper positioning needed.
For Mobazain, you know, struggling to get these objectives. You know, yesterday he was on point with them, but so far, the jungle battle definitely going in favor of S2G right now. This Lord's going to be started up half health right now. They've got the advantage in terms of the space to work with, but it will go for a reset. Still kind of limit testing each other, especially in the mid lane, because those tier 1 turrets are still up. But part of this factor too, S2G can actually whittle down some of the members of BTK, relying on the fact that, again, they have this big power pick in the roam, that Matilda able to really help out. But you can see, you know, there's still going to be respect here from S2G. Even with the lead that they have, that 3K lead, they don't want to overstep. They don't want to get overconfident, because we've seen this before. With the best of ones, the case it is just literally with a turn of a handle or a wheel that can change.
Oh, look at the Bennett's Rage onto Shark. SCG, this might be the green light to go and burst down the first Lord. As BTK is trying to just survey the scene, they're trying to decide whether to go for the contest, but the problem is Kazue against Mobazain.
Yeah.
Misui has a major advantage when it comes to those 50-50 retributions. Oh. Lunar goes in once again. Real world manipulation will be casted by Hoon. S2G Esports will back away so far, but will still continue for the Lord. But Shark will get a beautiful spatial migration combination to set up Mobazain for the Lord's sake, and S2G will have to retreat.
And that's what I was saying, man. BTK, they can take it slow and steady, and at some point, the game is going to build up in their favor. You know, you're under the 11-minute mark, but a great show of patience. Really, that's what it was from BTK. They were patient enough to go ahead and get through it, and then get to a point where, hey, we're able to turn things around. Zia is where he needs to be at this point. He's got the Malefic Gun, he's got the Haas Claws, and he can rely on Shark to jump in. That's the thing. How many times does Shark need to jump in to find that proper spatial migration and get things set up for the team? Now it's flipped in their favor. They're going to walk in with this Lord. It should be cleared out pretty well from S2G, but they are going to lose some of these tier 2 turrets. Little trip around from Pagu. They'll deal with the Lord. It's going to go down shortly, and a good push. Also that tier 1, the next focus from Fried Chicken up top. BTK continues to take things in. One of the first times in this game that the gold is, you know, it's slightly in their favor. It will continue on, but they diminished the 3K gold lead.
And BTK just proving what the panel was saying a while ago. Mastery over meta. Look at the off-meta picks BTK has. They have a Fredrin, they have a Guinevere. But so far, those two are the key heroes that set up that Lord steal up against S2G, despite the fact that there was a 2-level gap between the two junglers. They have good position, and at the same time, they have a Suyu. Paired up with the Sever Retribution combination, it's easy to get neutral objectives, but despite all that, BTK just got a 2K gold lead against S2G.
This Lord, he's got the flicker available. You know, he could be the one to set things up, but right now, BTK,
okay, speaking of setup, they're gonna find Shark. That's one member down for BTK at the most crucial time as 5 seconds. The Lord, the second Lord will respawn. And S2G, they have a decision. Will they go for the Lord push? Will they go for the Lord burst? Or will they take down bodies from BTK? They're trying to poke down Hoon. Here comes the Circling Eagle, but Hoon manages to flicker out. But look at Sigiboom, the Turkish Trigger Man with the Renner. Takes down Hoon. Now Mobazain trying to soak up every single damage. Zia, though, quite alive still. But 5 members of STG are surrounding this second Lord. Will BTK pull off another miracle and steal away this Lord?
They're going to go for it. It's the quarter to health.
Okay, here comes Circling Eagle once again. It's gonna be right up to battle! Sia gets a kill! Zane gets the Lord! And BTK, green light on the attack! Infernal pursuit from Fight Chicken, but he's gonna fall down as well. MOBA, Zane, and Zia
Shark
will get another one as Shark manages to find Siggy Boom! A double kill for Zia!
Thirsty at this point as they march down the mid lane. Lord in tow. Kazooie all alone, ready for the rest of the team. The turret's gonna be worked on. Can he do it?
And another pickoff coming in from Shark. Kazooie is gonna fall down, and BTK will now become the Turkish Slayers!
And another victory for a BTK. You can see that patience played a part here in their second game throughout the Swiss stage, bringing them to that 2-0. What a victory for them, and yes, you can see the hype. You can see how good he's feeling. Hey, that's the Turkey Slayers, man.
I just told you, first game hyped. What an amazing match. You can feel the emotions coming in from BTK. They want to prove something, and they have proven it.